Hey, what's up? Six's gang. What's good with y'all, man? This is your boy Six on another episode of Six's Corner. This is episode number 2, man. The last episode was magnificent, man. Thank y'all for the feedback, and also thank y'all for the feedback on the introduction, man. And I hope that it touches y'all as far as like how us nerds and geeks think in the society that we live in. But this particular topic that I'm gonna go over tonight is basically one of my favorite topics to talk about, and it's one of the topics that I actually experienced myself. The topic is, why do women hate men that play video games and watch anime? We gotta touch on this subject, man. We want to make it short and brief, but more effective, so we can make it as an educational purpose type a reaction to everything. And we want to go over a couple of TikTok videos I think that we all could really learn something from, as men and as women that like gaming and that also like anime. So we want to go into the stream real quick. Let's go. So we want to talk about it, and I came across a couple of videos while I was at work, and it was very interesting. But we want to really touch bases on this, and we want to see why women that hate gamers and hate anime lovers. So we want to touch on that base, but I want to do this video first, right here, this video right here, and we want to see what's going on. So let's go.
So I want to touch on this with a personal story. I was one of those women.
Okay, let's read what it says. So the vast majority of women hate on games or gamers because they think it's boring, nerdy, lame, stupid. It has nothing to do with feeling welcome. So let's go over this. All right, so. I'm not going to get too personal in this video, but I'm going to just give like my opinion about this, okay? I honestly think that I think the reason why this is the number one reason why, in my opinion. The reason why a lot of women, not all, but I'm gonna just say some women, because I can't say most women, because nowadays there's a majority of women that love gaming and anime due to the pandemic, because that's something they had to do to make it through the time. But I think some women find men that like playing video games and that like watching anime is a huge turn off for them, is because of the fact, for one, it's taking the attention away from them. When I realized is that some women, I'm gonna be real. Most women, if you're in a relationship, a committed relationship with a woman, and you're not giving them like enough attention, or even acknowledging that they there, it becomes a big issue. I can see it from her point of view, and also see it from the gamer's point of view, because I'm a gamer myself. So I can see it on both sides. What I will say is that, fellas, if you're in a relationship, and I'm gonna be honest, if you're in a relationship, you gotta balance your time wisely. At the end of the day, you can't really be on the game 12 to like half of the day. You just can't. It's unhealthy. You gotta balance your time wisely, especially if you have a family, especially if you have kids, especially if you are on purpose of opening a business or something like that, or doing something productive for the society. Now, if you are like a content creator, or if you like a streamer or something like that, I still will say still balance your time wisely, because I understand you making your money doing that, but you never want to overdo anything. anything that you overdoing in a matter in a timely manner, it becomes an addiction, and it becomes to the fact that it's going to affect your livelihood or affect the people that's around your circle. That's in your circle, meaning your family members, your kids, your friends, and all that stuff. So you got to really like balance your time wisely. I will highly recommend that, fellas. Ladies, you have to understand. As long as your man going to work, as long as he's being responsible and handling his responsibilities as a man, he should have every right to play the game and watch anime as long as he's handling his business. I always preach this because of the simple fact that we need our space, a safe haven, or we need to like a break from the real world, as most people call it, a break from the real world. We need a mental rest. We need to mentally rest sometimes. You know, no different than when, say for instance, if you want to go out, you need to take your mind off of reality and just relax and enjoy your time. You know, but it's no different to me. I look at it like this. I think that it's no different for it goes hand in hand. Like the man is, how I can say this, the man or the men that like video games is the same and is in the same concept as like women loving being on their phone, love watching TikToks, or just texting or just scrolling on your phone. It's no different because it's both electronics and it's taking your actual focus off the real world and to the social media, to the gaming and everything. Everybody has a way to unwind themselves at a hard day's work or something like that, if that makes sense. But let's get back to the video and just see what she have to say.
Growing up, I wanted to play Halo, I wanted to get into video games, but I didn't feel like I could because I didn't feel welcome. Just like you might not feel welcome playing with a Barbie. I'm not saying that it's right, I'm saying that that's how society has trained us. So I didn't feel welcome. It wasn't until I married my husband and he started playing like all of these video games and I was like, oh my god, he always plays video games. And then I decided to join him and now I'm like a full-time fucking gamer, dude.
You hear what she's saying? This is the number one problem. I'm going to honestly say that the reason why the relationships don't work out. This is going to be tough, but it needs to be said. Ladies, you the same way you want men to be open-minded into the hobbies that you enjoy, you have to reciprocate that energy back. I'm gonna say it again. Ladies, the same way you want your man to be open-minded about the things that you like to do, you have to reciprocate that back to him. Meaning that besides you nagging at your guy or nagging at your boyfriend or your husband about him not giving you enough attention, why won't you be open-minded and try playing a game with him? Step into his world for once in a while and see the response that you get from him. You'd be surprised, ladies. You'll be very surprised. But the reason why I say this because when you're in a relationship, a lot of women have it in mind that you have to cater to them. The men had to cater to their women 100% of the time. And that's absolutely not true. Reciprocation. The key word for this show, ladies and gentlemen, is reciprocation. The main problem and the main reason why a lot of men are not getting married, a lot of men is not even want to even commit in a relationship, is because of reciprocation. Ladies, you gotta reciprocate the same energy that you are getting from men. It's just that simple. If you want to, if you want attention, you want him to get out the game and all that stuff and get him fully attention, you gotta reciprocate that energy back. Meaning, besides you wanting him getting out the game, you need to step into his world and see why he loves playing the game and see why he enjoys it after a hard day's work. Don't look at it from a negative perspective. Always go into something with good faith. I know y'all hear that saying a lot, but it's absolutely true. At the end of the day, you know where your man is at all times. He's not out in the streets, possibly being with other women or even with the same sex. You'd be surprised. But what I'm saying is, you always aware of his you always know where he's at all times. Vice versa. Let's flip the script. You got some guys that don't like anime, that don't like video games, but you do have women that love those things. Same rules still apply to the guys that don't like anime and video games, but is dealing with a woman that loves anime and video games. Reciprocate the same energy. It goes both ways. That's the simple rule. You gotta reciprocate the same energy that you are putting out at the end of the day. If you do that, the relationship is gonna be everlasting. Because now you both are spending quality time together. You both are actually coming out your comfort zone, and y'all actually coming to a mutual ground where y'all both could like experience the new journey together, if that makes sense. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, reciprocation is the I'm going to mark this on the episode. Reciprocation is the word of the stream. Alright, let's finish the video.
So maybe consider that women don't feel welcome, and that's why they don't like video games. You're not going to sit here and tell me that it has nothing to do with not feeling welcome, because I'm telling you that it does have everything to do with not feeling welcomed. Love you, bye. So I want to
Okay, so that's a very interesting concept. But I like this video because of the fact, the main thing that she did, that I think, fellas, you can agree with this, that I think that a lot of women won't do, is to actually join the man playing the game. So yeah, ladies, my advice to y'all, if y'all are in the beginning of a relationship with a gamer, just know, have a conversation, and this is important to on both sides. Communication is key, 100%. Just be up and honest with that person, and express your hobbies and express why you love gaming, why you love anime. But we won't touch more into that. Let me go to the next video.
I got a question. So, ladies, what's really the beef with men that play video games? Like, why is this such a big deal? Why do I come across so many videos with shorties destroying consoles, deleting files, complaining, nagging? Like, why that bother you so much?
That's a good question. I can tell you why. The number one thing, the reason why a lot of women are doing these things is because they want attention. If she's not receiving the same amount or more attention than the game, it's a problem. She can talk about the cat crossing the road. She got that energy inside of her that she gotta let you know how her day went, but you're not giving her the attention or even the opportunity to even welcome her expressing that to you. It's very important in her mind and her heart, but you can care less because it doesn't logically make sense. That's what separates us as men and women. But it's just the fact that you paying attention more to the game, so she got to do whatever she need to do to force the attention out of you. And the number one thing they would do is either delete the files or they would destroy your console. And ladies, that's a no-no. If you do that, you might as well kiss the relationship goodbye.
Like the time spent. Okay. Hear me out. Ready? Have you ever tried to play the game with him?
Booyah. Booyah. Remember I was saying the last couple of minutes. And I guarantee you, all the fellas in the comment section, let me know. I know for a fact they haven't tried. Not at all. Because they look at it as childish. They look at video games as made for kids. Not knowing that they got video games out there that's not for kids. I just don't understand. But they not going to understand it because majority of them is not open-minded. Let's just keep it a buck. But we won't let her finish the video.
No? Okay. Try that in case you have not. If you have and he has not let you, my follow-up question, is he a Twitcher? Like a streamer? Like he makes money off of that? If his answer is yes, you know where I'm getting at.
Very important question. Is he a streamer? So I'm going to dedicate, I think in the future episode, we want to do an episode of deep diving more about streamers and why a lot of women have issues with streamers. Also, we're not going to touch on this because this topic is based on gamers, just in general, just men that love video games. But to get more in depth, we want to touch and do it on another episode on why women hate men that stream, and meaning like not just game, but just content in general. We want to deep dive into that on a future episode. But I got a couple of bangers coming up, but we want to let y'all finish hearing what she had to say.
Answer is no. Now, my follow-up question to that. Have you spoken to him? To, not at, in regards to compromising. Hey, you're on the game 16 hours a day. Can I get like 3 of those? Right?
See, and remember what I was saying earlier about compromising. If you give a compromising deal to your woman and the time, 16 hours is a little bit too long. That's fucking long. I wouldn't even stream. I used to stream, the most I used to stream was like 5 or 6 hours. But 16 is pretty long. But with streamers, they do have a source of income coming in from streaming, with like endorsements and like commercial ads and like it's just all that good stuff, subscribers and everything. So, like I said, I'm not going to go deep into that. We basically talk about gamers. But what I'm saying is that the point is that ladies, you have to understand, if a man has been stressing, working, and like basically handle his business, just be on the understanding side. Like, you know what, he had a hard day at work, and he liked to unwind his mind by playing the game or watching some anime. Let that man just unwind himself, because he just went out here for today to make money, not just for him, but for you and your family. You got to be respectful about that. Just be respectful of a man's space and just let him unwind himself. Don't automatically, when he get, ladies, oh, but this is the number one thing you don't ever do to a man, especially a gamer or an anime lover. If he comes in the house from a hard day's work, never, I mean never, ever go straight to him and tell him all the problems right then and there. You have to allow him to unwind himself from a hard day's work. Hey, Six, how long shall I allow him to unwind? At least an hour to an hour and a half. Give him time to unwind, because he worked from 8 probably to 12 hours that day, probably even more. Give him time to unwind. I know you have so much you want to discuss. I know you have you want to express yourself about it, something that occurred in the house, or our furniture is not furniture, but like the sink is not working, or the toilet is backed up, or so forth. Just natural house issues and stuff. The grass ain't being cut, why the drain is clogged up, or little things like that. And I know you want to express that, but what I'm saying is, give your man time to unwind. It's a fact. But let's finish the video.
Right? Cool. Because I still don't understand why I literally be seeing shorties going wild on their men because they playing the game. I don't have a gamer. Like, my man is not a gamer. He's a fighter, martial arts type of thing, so and a writer. So I compete with his phone because he's always writing. That's where I compete. So I do understand what the whole, like, your face is all in here and it's not here. Like, I get it. I've been there. It's not a video game. It's writing. I get it. But why do y'all go so hard? Why does it get so extreme? Why y'all break their shit? Why the damage? Why?
And that's a good question. To all my ladies that's watching this episode, I really want to hear from y'all. Feel free to leave a comment at the bottom and let me know exactly, even if you don't do it, or if you know another woman that does that or did that. Explain to me why you think most of the time women do what they do with men that they don't like, that play video games or watch anime. Let me know in the comment section. But we want to go back and we're going to do a video of anime, women that hate men who watches anime. We're going to touch this real quick and then, oh, hold on. Women that hate. Why is it not showing up? Like, women that don't like anime. Let's just type that and see what happens. Alright, let's see. Let's see what
I
you
used
say.
to
Add
on
to that,
I'm from a completely different generation than him. So maybe the nerdy girls from his generation might have been like that, which I doubt. But yeah, exactly.
What I'll say on the fact, like when me and Franz were in high school, there were people who would make fun of you for liking anime, and there were girls who did like anime but were closeted about it, or just nerd stuff in general. And like unless you put in the work to get to know them, you wouldn't know that they liked.
Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. I gotta hit the horn on that. The reason why I want to talk about that, because you do have a lot of women that are in the closet when it comes to liking nerdy and geeky stuff like anime and video games. At the end of the day, just like, how I can say this, they don't want to be an outcast to a majority, a group of women. So I think what happens is that they trying to make sure they don't seem like an outcast. There ain't no other way to put it. They want to fit in a certain group, and I always tell to those ladies that like anime and stuff like that, if you hanging around a bunch of women that don't like the stuff that you like, I highly recommend for you to remove yourself from that group and find some women that does like the same things and have the same hobbies or the same interests of hobbies like you. At the end of the day, we are not made for everybody, but also you don't want to neglect of who I'm not, you know what? No, I'm gonna say it. You don't want to neglect of what God made you to be. Now, ain't no other simpler way to put it. If God made you to be a woman that loves anime, that loves video games, God always create other people that have the same interests as you, so you don't feel like an outcast. At the end of the day, just be yourself, be your genuine self. I love people, I love men and I love women that are genuinely themselves, you know, that's true to themselves and how God made them to be, you know, the drive that they have, the interests that they have with anime and gaming and stuff, and like not like belittling people and bullying people, because a lot of people, including myself, got bullied because we like nerdy and geeky stuff. But the best part about it is that you are different from a lot of people. That's the beauty of it. Now the people that don't like anime and gaming and stuff, hate to say it, God forbid, but they either in jail or they dead. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. On this show, we keep it in a buck. So I highly recommend you ladies to just basically just be around people that have the same interests as you. And so you can be comfortably being your true self at the end of the day. But let's finish this video real quick.
That type of stuff. And I think that's where a lot of dudes go wrong, because they don't put in the work to get to know somebody to figure out what they like or not.
I think to add...
Me, when she said she did. Alright, let's watch this.
I'm not gonna front. You checking off a lot of my little boxes.
I mean, what did you expect?
I don't know. Not this.
Boy, stop.
I'm saying, no, you might end up, being my Hinata.
Yeah, Hinata?
The Hinata to my Naruto.
Naruto?
Oh, yeah, that's a red flag.
Anime stuff?
You don't mess with anime?
Absolutely not. You do?
Would I have thrown my hands in the air like that if I didn't?
My bad. I just always thought black people who watch anime was trying to be white.
First off, anime is Japanese.
Ooh, let's talk about that. Ooh, you heard what she said, y'all? She said she thought that anime was made for people that were white. Wait, hold on.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
You cannot make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, that got me choking. But you cannot make this shit. She really said that. And it's a lot of women that alright, fuck it. It's a lot of black women that think that. I hate to say that. I hate going this race route, but it's the honest truth, man. It's more black women that love anime and gaming now than ever before, which is amazing, and y'all get a flex bomb for that. But what I'm saying is that there's still some black women out there that really have this same mindset as this young lady on the screen, and it's crazy. It's so crazy. Look, like this comment right here. Shout out to Spiritual Soul. I remember when watching anime was clown on, and now it's a wave to watch it. Man, on the Marco on that. That's a facts. That's absolutely facts. Man, I can go about an hour watching and doing this reaction, but we ain't gonna be on here too long. But it's facts. I was picked on for watching anime and playing video games, but now everybody watching it now, and it goes to show you I love being the outcast out of a major group, because I'm not a follower. I've always been the leader at heart at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is that when the mass majority of people is doing something they think is cool, the followers would basically follow on just because it's cool. Everybody want to be cool. And I'm just like, bro, just be yourself. Be genuinely yourself at the end of the day. You know, it's just crazy, man. But let's finish watching this video.
Japanese. And everybody has seen some sort of anime.
I haven't.
You ain't never seen nothing from Dragon Ball Z?
Everybody's seen something from Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
I still don't see why y'all be watching those cartoons.
Oh,
What
flag,
do you mean?
red flag.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Red fucking ladies, I'm gonna hit. Hold on. Hey, fellas. If you come across a woman that you trying to meet, and she called anime cartoons, you better
run, bitch, run.
You better run. Far away in the hills, in the valley. Far away where the sunset shines and stuff. Run. Ladies, if you ever call anime cartoons, you might as well just block the guy, because he's never going to call you back. I'm sorry to say it, but he's never going to call you back. That's just a fact. I don't even want to watch this video no more, because that kind of pissed me off. But I'm gonna just go ahead and conclude the show. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. And again, man, the episode is about why women hate men that play video games and like anime. Again, let me know in the comment section what y'all thoughts is, man. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribing. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. So I had to burp. I don't know why I got to burp. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I post these episodes. And I will be doing episode 3 next Monday. I'm going to start doing it on Mondays. So again, man, your boy 6. And this is Six's Corner. And we out of here. Peace out, y'all.